The Tragedy of Cinema podcast is intended as a family-friendly program that by extension strives to be inclusive to all people regardless of their ethnicity, gender, creed, or any other identifying factors in this incredibly diverse world of ours. With that said, some of the films we discuss may contain serious subject matters or have content considered morally objectionable by today's standards. We do not intend to condone or dismiss these aspects of these films, but our primary focus will be on what we believe the film succeeds at, some fun facts, and our personal enjoyment factors of each film. With that said, we hope you enjoy the show.
Lifetime. It took him all year to build it.
Now I'm going to drive that thing right up to General Motors' front door.
One night to lose it.
Hey, that's my car! You stole my car!
And the whole summer to get it back. MGM presents Corvette Summer.
Somebody stole my Stingray. The word's out it's in Vegas.
You got a Corvette?
Starring Mark Hamill, who's back from Star Wars.
Oh, yeah!
And Annie Potts, who's out of this world.
You're gonna spend the night. Comprende, amigo?
If he knew as much about girls as he does about cars, he wouldn't be so nervous.
Peel off them duds, sailor, and let me see what you got.
Sure.
And if she knew as much about cars as she does about boys,
What do you drink?
she wouldn't be so jealous.
Motor oil?
And if you knew as much as they know about this candy apple metal flake Corvette, you'd be chasing it too.
I'm helping you, dope. I'm helping you find your car.
You run up against a car thief, you're liable to wind up at the bottom of Lake Mead.
He's into fast cars.
Why don't you write a letter to the car? Dear car.
She's into black velvet.
Beg your pardon?
Wow!
Together, they find love,
You have no right to take me anywhere.
excitement, and danger. On the trail of a stolen Corvette.
Stop this car! Stop it! I'm getting out!
Oh, no, you're not.
Mark Hamill, Annie Potts. It's the girl,
You're insane!
the car, and the time that separates the men from the boys. Corvette Summer,
That's a terrific car.
a fiberglass romance.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Tragedy of Cinema podcast. I'm your host, Jimbo.
And I'm your co-host, Kyle.
Kyle. Today, we will be talking about a movie that I picked out. Don't hate me for it.
No,
usually I have pretty good suggestions. But this was a movie that neither one of us had ever watched. And I said, oh, it's starring Mark Hamill. It can't be that bad. And
it's an interesting choice. I didn't hate it.
yeah, it's definitely weird. It's I don't know how to say it, but it is the movie Corvette Summer from 1978, so basically a year after Star Wars had come out. Mark Hamill's probably a big heartthrob, and they got him for this movie. And wow, I'm sorry.
At a loss for words.
Not only that, but I made you buy it, so now we both own this thing.
Yeah, we both own it. We both watched it, and now we know.
Are you ever going to watch it again?
Probably not, but maybe. I'm not saying never, but just it is
maybe after you exhausted every single movie that you own, which I know you'll never get through.
Exactly. No, never.
You're never going to cover this movie or watch this movie ever again. Maybe a clip or two, but It's pretty bad. So, but we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. It is one of those films you can kind of pull out, like, I bet you never heard of this kind of film. It feels like trivia in itself. It's like, this movie exists. Can you believe that?
Well, let me go ahead and give a plot for it.
All right, let me give you the top plot summary is literally just a high school grad and a hooker in training try to track down his stolen Corvette.
Was he even graduated yet?
No, he wasn't.
No,
he graduated like halfway through the film.
Yeah, so he's like a guy that just loves cars.
Yeah, he was obsessed with cars.
Yeah, and
more than a teenager would be.
So like his whole little shop class had put together this car, and a car thief just comes and steals it. And he's really dejected, and he's going around passing out flyers like, "Have you seen my puppy dog?" And it's this Corvette.
Yeah, it's this Corvette that he doesn't own.
It's not his. He's like, "Well, that's my car. It's not his car." That's one thing that bugged me the entire movie. But at the beginning, they show how, I guess, because it's sentimental to him, because it's in a junkyard, and they're all trying to pick out this car they're going to restore for their school. And you see this Corvette that's like on this gigantic magnet getting ready to get smashed in this junkyard.
Yeah. And he's the one that actually spots it and actually chases down the magnet crane operator and says like, stop, I gotta save this car.
Yeah. And so he puts up, I get that you put all your work into it and all that, but to go out and pass on, the one guy's like, oh yeah, I saw that car. It's in Las Vegas on the showroom floor.
Yeah. And so he's like, oh, fine. I guess I'll just go to Vegas then, from California. Yeah.
In the middle of school, because he hasn't graduated yet.
He's in the middle of school. Yeah. And his mom, who doesn't care about him at all, is like, oh, yeah, sure, just go to Vegas. So, you're a minor, it's okay.
And he keeps calling, like, the shop guy, hey, I've tracked it down to this location. And he meets Annie Potts in this movie. I forgot her name. Was her Vanessa, I think?
Vanessa, yeah.
And
although, I think she changes it, like, twice in the film.
Yeah, and the thing about Vanessa in this movie is she's in Las Vegas to be a hooker. Yeah, and then she's says, "Oh no, I know why. I'm going to be an escort." And then she changes like jobs like 4 times, but it all references back to being a hooker.
Yes, basically.
I was watching this movie and I was like, one thing I was just like, is it over yet? For one, what more can go wrong here? But there is some funny parts of this movie. But I mean, we could talk about this all day. But Kyle, we better get started. So Kyle, go ahead.
All right, like I said, we have Corvette Summer released on.
What a name too, Corvette Summer. It doesn't happen in the summer. It happens at the end of school.
So it's a springtime movie, but because it's in Vegas, where it's summer year round.
Why do you call it Corvette Spring Break or something?
Yeah, Corvette Spring Break or something like that too. But Corvette Summer just sounded better off the tongue, I guess. So they're like Corvette Summer. No. I'm trying to assign some logic to it, but honestly, no. It's a weird movie. It's pretty unlikely. Released on June 2nd, 1978. Follows the story of a high school and a hooker in training as they try to track down the high school student's stolen Corvette. Directed by Matthew Robbins. Written by Hal Barwood and Matthew Robbins. Produced by Hal Barwood. Produced by Greg Savin. Cinematographer Frank Stanley. Editor Amy Holden Jones. And casting director Terry Liebling. There we go. Budget for this film was just $1.7 million. So this was an incredibly cheap movie to make overall. You can bet like almost a lot of that money probably went in just making the Corvette in the first place for this film. Or crashing as many cars as they do. And just for inflation, that'd be about $8.1 million today too. So very much a extreme budget film for the era. Even for the time, this is a pretty extreme small budget. Gross worldwide, it made $15.5 million, which adjusted for inflation would be about $74.3 million today. So this movie made its money back and then some for sure. Very easily made its money back in that case.
Do you think that? I think that was just writing on the coattails of
Star Wars for sure. Yeah. Like you can just every ad was. The only ads we could find are like, and starring Mark Hamill from Star Wars playing in this movie. So that was definitely a huge point in this movie. And also, car enthusiasts, I'm sure, also wanted to watch Corvette Summer just for seeing cool cars, which, to be fair, that Corvette is pretty cool. It's got a crazy design. It looks like a Hot Wheel.
And I'll throw this little piece of trivia, since there's not a lot of trivia in right now, is they actually fitted it where, did you notice Mark Hamill is driving on the right side of the car instead of the left side of the car?
Yeah. Pretty weird.
They did that so he could holler at the women. not lying. That's what it says.
That's literally the reason they did so. That's hilarious. Anyways, for the technical details of this film has a runtime of just 105 minutes. Sound mix is a mono one-channel audio sounding. Color info, this is a Metro Color film. Aspect ratio is 1.85:1. Camera used were the Panavision cameras and lenses. And that follows technical details of the film there. Production dates ran from July 25th, 1977 to September 17th of 1977. So actually a little bit longer of a production timeline right there for July, August, and September. We have one award nomination for the film, which is very surprising. But we have a Golden Globe nomination for Best Motion Picture Acting Debut for a female, or who was nominated for Annie Potts for her film debut there. So this is surprising that this is her first film. And she hasn't had many films too. Annie Potts, of course, best known for probably her role as the secretary in Ghostbusters. Janine, there you go, you got it. Anyways, moving on to the cast here, who I just covered Annie Potts right there. We have, of course, legendary Mark Hamill playing the role of Kenneth W. Donnelly Jr. Mark Hamill, of course, easily recognizable as all the ads would tell you, as Luke Skywalker. As Luke Skywalker from the Star Wars original trilogy, which was released around the same time, too. Because A New Hope was released in 77, and this film released in 78. So every single ad was there. It was like, hey, you know that Luke Skywalker guy? He's also in this terrible Corvette movie.
And his hair in this movie.
It's crazy. It's out there, man. It's out there, for sure. It's a 70s haircut. I'll give it that much. So easily best right as Luke Skywalker from the Star Wars series of films to this day. For all I know, he'll appear in another one. Who knows when? He can never die now. And probably his second most notable role was as the Joker in the Batman animated series, and as well as many other animated movies as well. So both Joker and Luke Skywalker are probably his two most iconic roles, but he's also appeared in many other films as well.
Like Corvette Summer.
And most of those films are about that same quality of Corvette Summer, if we're being honest. Mark Hamill, kind of maybe a one-note actor. Not a bad actor, but maybe one note.
But, that one gig he got as Luke Skywalker probably paid him pretty well. Still paid him pretty well.
I think that paid the bills.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, I think he'll do just fine, that Mark Hamill guy. I think he'll be fine. Next up, of course, we have Annie Potts playing the role of Vanessa. Annie Potts also, of course, like we just covered earlier, most recognizable for her role as Janine in the Ghostbusters films. Was she in Ghostbusters 2 as well?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe yeah, that's right. She reprised her role because she was part of the main plot.
And she was in the newer one.
Yeah, the Frozen World she appered in. I know that too. And
I didn't watch Frozen World yet.
But Frozen Empire. Yeah, but the most recent one I think she has a more active role in, and the one earlier before that she had a small role. Afterlife. Yeah, she had a small role in that one as well. So pretty cool on that front as well. Annie Potts, pretty good actress. I haven't seen her in many things though. I know she's also in the Young Sheldon show, which I think it's just having its last season this year, I believe. So good for her on that. Next up, we have Eugene Rourke playing the role of Ed McGrath. Eugene also appeared in the film Soap in 1977. Then we have William Bryant playing the role of plainclothes police lecturer. William Bryant also appeared in the film King Dinosaur in 1955. King Dinosaur, what a name for a film! I'm the Dinosaur King. Good name for a band.
You mean Godzilla? Or King Dinosaur?
King Dinosaur is basically.
It's got to be a ripoff or something like that.
It's got to be something like that. Also, good name for a band. Like, we're the King Dinosaur. Just play chunk rock. Next up, we have Richard McKenzie playing the role of.
Oh no!
Richard McKenzie playing the role of Principal Bacon.
Bacon.
I didn't realize that till just now. That's hilarious. Richard McKenzie also appeared in the film Being There in 1979. Then next up we have Kim Milford playing the role of Wayne Laurie. Kim Milford also appeared in the film Laser Blast in 1978. Laser Blast, another good band name. We are Laser Blast. Junk rock.
Followed by King Dinosaur.
Followed by King Dinosaur. Then next up we have Philip Bruns playing the role of Gil. Philip Bruns was also in the film Flashdance in 1983. Then we have Danny Bonaduce playing the role of Coots.
Bonaducci.
Oh, Bonaducci. Okay, cool. Danny Bonaducci also appeared in the Partridge Family film in 1970. The show, sorry. Yes. The Partridge Family show in 1972. How many favorite seasons it ran, where he played the role of Danny Partridge. So, iconic role right there for that actor.
Did you ever watch The Partridge Family?
No.
Never?
No. I've heard of it, but honestly, I don't even know if I've seen a clip of the show, honestly. I probably need to rectify that someday.
Well, it's basically a mother and her children, and they travel around in like this bus, and you ever seen the Monkees TV show?
Yeah, I've seen the Monkees.
So it's kind of like that where they'll sing a song every show or whatever.
It's like just one of those, like, not dime a dozen, but like those wholesome family TV shows kind of used to at the time. So it sounds solid. I'm sure it's worth watching.
Oh, good. Well, next week we'll be
the whole show. Oh, yeah.
Episode by episode.
We'll find a DVD collection for $90 on eBay in like new condition. We'll watch it and then do a podcast on it that no one listens to. Sorry. Being cynical there. Episode by episode. The next 8 weeks.
8 weeks?
Oh, no.
8 years, probably.
8 years, probably, yeah. So we change from exclusively Partridge Family Podcast. We'll have 2 listeners. Me and you.
It might only be one. Kyle listen.
It's probably more honest, yeah. Jane A. Johnson played the role of Mrs. Donnelly. Jane A. Johnson was also in the film The Witches of Eastwick in 1987. And then next up we have Stanley Camel playing the role of Las Vegas con man. Was it Camille?
No, con man. There's
Oh yeah. Stanley Camel also was in the film Domino in 2005, where he another film of Las Vegas con man. Yeah.
That's the history of the pizza business.
Yeah, and then finally we have Jason Renard playing the role of Wayne's chain-wielding henchman. Jason Renard also appeared in the film Lethal Weapon in 1987. And that's going to conclude the cast there of Corvette Summer. There's a few other actors there, but it's mostly just this role, not a particular character name or something like that too. So I'm going to skip over them. So, Jimbo, let's get into some of the trivia here, which I'm sure there's a little bit at least.
Just a little.
For how bizarre this film is.
So we've already given away a lot of the movie, but we'll pick up here where he gets to Las Vegas, and he's walking around Las Vegas. He slept outside
because he's just a broke high school student. He has no money basically.
No, and so he's like, I saw that car. It's over there in the showroom floor, and he goes and he finally finds it. And Kyle, do you remember what kind of car it was when he rolls onto the rotating table?
I remember it was not a Corvette.
No, it was not a Corvette.
And it was something very modest, if I remember correctly. I can't remember what it was exactly.
Right. Hey, I forgot that I did. He's like, that's the car of the future? You gotta be kidding me. So he's mad and everything. And
yeah, a little more than the sedan, if I think correctly.
This is... Do you even remember how he first finds Annie Potts?
He was hitchhiking on the road, and then Annie Potts picks her up, and the Vanessa van, or the van she has, that's basically a love van that she set up for customers to come into, and she then proceeds to tell her she seems to gloat about her whole role, like, I'm moving to Vegas to be a call girl, basically, or a premium escort.
And she says, well, you could be my first customer.
The first customer. Give you a discount. Oh, gosh. To Mark Hamill, who's playing a young high school student who hasn't even graduated yet. Oh. Did you mention this film was rated PG?
It is PG.
It's PG.
Because we haven't got to the ratings of the MPAA yet.
Yeah, I know.
So this whole time he's trying to find this Corvette. Somehow or another, he ends up finding it several times, and he loses it several times. He's like, that's my car. And, and it's not even his car.
No, it's not.
This movie's terrible. I can't even really talk about it.
Do a good plot summary.
I can't even talk about the movie because it's just so terrible.
But it's just a random, he'll just spot it randomly crossing on the street as you do in Vegas when there's a million cars on the road. When, granted, the 70s were different. But still, so many cars on the road. And how many times he just randomly stumbles upon the car driving by him, and then he tries to chase it down and always fails.
And I think the time that he finally does realize where it's at. He's working at a car wash place or something. Remember?
Yeah. And then the person who the person who didn't steal the car, but the person who stole the car sold it to another person, and then they know it's stolen. Then accuses them like, you stole this car. It's like, how dare you?
Yeah. And they tell hey, we need a new paint job and all this.
Yeah. So they paint it black
or white, wasn't it?
Oh, was it white? I thought it was black. I can't remember now.
Doesn't matter if it's black or white.
So, they repaint the car.
Right. So basically, this movie, Mark Hamill ends up going to, because he loves cars so much, he ends up getting a job offer from the people that stole his car.
Yeah, which ends up being like it turns out his shop teacher who helped build the car in the first place. Turns out he's in on the theft. Actually, in fact, basically one of his old students started a crime ring in Vegas, and then got his shop teacher in on it to be like, hey, you give me your finished cars, and we'll steal them, and you get the insurance money, and then we'll resell the car too, and cut you in on the deal there, so you get to double dip your hands and get some free cash that way, basically. Well, not free cash, but you know what I mean, that theft cash. And so the coach convinces that criminal crime ring to offer Mark Hamill a job. Like, listen,
this is your guy.
It either goes the bad way, implying that like they would kill Mark Hamill before eliminating the crime ring, or you take the good way where you take the job and like you just continue thieving with these guys and we'll pay you very well.
Well, they're going to give him what, $850 a week, I think he says.
Yeah, and for 1970s money, that's.
I have it in the notes.
Oh, okay,
yeah, but because he's basically fallen in love with Annie Potts' character, Vanessa, and there's even a point in the movie where Vanessa has sold her van.
Mm-hmm. Just to make ends meet for a little bit, yeah. And so she's also...
But he actually sold it... She actually sold it legally. They didn't steal it. He thought they stole the car or whatever. And he's like, why did you sell your car? She ends up being like this high-priced call girl or something. And he goes in after her. And she's like, well, where are you getting this money from? He's like, yeah, I'm making $850 a week. And she said, basically, are you doing it legally?
Yeah.
Or illegally.
And he's like, don't worry about it.
I got you, because all she's ever wanted was a nice dress and all this stuff. So he ends up buying her a really nice dress. And so, long story short, he ends up working for the guy. And as he's in there, I guess he has a moment where he realizes this is wrong, and he redoes the Corvette, paints it back to the color that they had it.
Yeah.
And he basically steals the Corvette back. And there's a really pretty good chase scene, I think, with the Corvette and the main henchman chasing. They end up going through. I'm always a sucker for like when the car chase scenes are going like on dirt roads and you see the smoke, or even like in the old Dukes of Hazzard where they're going through the leaves and the leaves are blowing and all that. It has a lot of good scenes like that. And then they end up, he's like, I just got to get to the interstate. I got to get to the interstate. So the guy's shooting guns at him and all that. And
if anything, the whole film exists just for this one car chase scene, I think.
Right.
And like, honestly, kind of worth it.
so he gets to the interstate, and there's no traffic around at all.
Yeah. And
most people that drive the interstate know, hey, there's a ton of traffic. And so he gets there, and she's like, what are we gonna do? And he's like, hold on. He turns it around, and now they're playing a game of chicken.
Yeah.
And him and the guy, and if you watch Annie Potts, she's like standing up overlooking the thing, the window. And they go down there, and she's like, oh, you're crazy. And basically, at the last second, the guy swerves out of the way, flips his car up, and I think it ends up blowing up after he gets out.
Yeah, after he gets out. Yeah, he gets thrown out of the car.
Yeah. No, he shoots it, I think.
He shoots it, and then he blows up.
Yeah, just because, hey, this is another stolen car. I can't be here.
Yeah, he can't be caught with it. Yeah.
So, what's Mark Hamill's name in this?
It's Kenneth.
Yeah. So, Ken... he ends up.
He's just Ken.
He drives it. He drives it back to the school with Annie Potts, and he like drives it on the grass. Or he just pulls it right up.
Pulls it right to the school.
And this is where the shop teacher comes out, and he's like, I found it, and he's like, he's like, look, you can't tell anybody this. He's like, I got a mortgage, I got kids.
Yeah. He doesn't. To be fair, he doesn't just sell them out immediately. Right. But he just like pulls it away. It's like whatever happens kind of moment.
Right
like,
when he says it to the principal.
Yeah. It's funny too because he literally just walks up to the middle of the building, basically. Like, he drives up to the building of the center of the school facility, basically like that. Hits the fire alarm too, so everyone comes out and sees the car, and
they're all like, "Oh!"
It's like, what do you think about? Like, you're committing several crimes right now. You know that, right?
And here's something else I didn't understand. So. He goes into like the principal's office, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he
collects
comes
his diploma.
Okay, but why school's still going on?
Yeah.
So how does he have his diploma already?
Well, is it maybe a few months went by of him doing that? So maybe it's the new school year, so there's a new group of freshmen in there, or like seniors. So maybe it's like August or September or something like that too.
I don't think so, Kyle. He did this in one weekend.
He did this in one weekend. Sure.
But so he gives Annie Potts the diploma at the end.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, this is goodbye, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, and gives her a kiss. And the movie ends, thank God, because
it's a mess of a film.
Wait for the sequel. Corvette Winter. Winter is coming.
The Corvette Fall.
The movie's terrible. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of this trivia. Maybe it'll brighten our ideals or objects of this movie. Yeah. The Corvette car was a 1973 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray converted to right-hand drive so that Mark Hamill could hang out of the curbside window looking at the ladies for one scene of the movie. The car was also painted candy apple / metal flake and given superior mags, a clamshell hood, Gabriel shocks, mercury tubes, which is the side pipes, and flames painted on the body.
Yeah, it looks over the top for sure.
Mark Hamill was badly injured in an automobile wreck in Malibu, California, just prior to production. He bears the scars through Star Wars Episode 5 and Star Wars Episode 6, so Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. The mold for this film's centerpiece 1973 Corvette car is part of the collection of American National Corvette Museum and displayed at the Corvette Americana Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. The museum also screens this movie regularly. Road Trip Kyle.
Regularly.
Regularly.
like they're proud of it.
It is a cool looking car.
It is a cool looking car. I understand.
But
for the Corvette Museum, I understand it makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
Yeah. Corvette Americana Hall of Fame at Cooper. Man,
this movie did not do for the Corvette what Smokey and the Man did for the Trans Am, right? Just that's what I mean.
Or did it?
Surely not. Surely not.
The song "Corvette Bummer" by Beck is a reference to this movie.
Nice.
Oh, man. Both of this film leads, Annie Potts and Mark Hamill, were both in car accidents prior to principal photography. Potts got pins in her legs while Hamill got a broken nose.
Yeah.
A cameo with, oh man, this would have just made the movie. A cameo with Fran Drescher. You know who Fran Drescher is? She was the nanny.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Can you imagine having her in this? But it was deleted. As Drescher can be seen with Mark Hamill, one of the stills from the movie. She's also very briefly seen speaking with a police officer after the short chase scene involving Vanessa's van and a red light.
That would be cool.
Mark Hamill said of this movie around the time of production, "I insisted on looking different. And I'm only interested in the car, not even any girl, until Annie Potts comes along. It's not a car movie. It's really a love story."
Love story about him in the car.
And I'm so thrilled to be working with Annie Potts. She reminds me of Judy Holliday. She's a unique creature. Hamill, years after the film first came out, then said, "Corvette Summer is a great little picture, and it's got sort of a title that's a misnomer because you sort of put it in one category when you first see it, and you go, oh, gee, it's quite a nicely written romantic movie, and I enjoyed it immensely."
Do I have to rewatch this again just to see what Mark Hamill sees in this film? Because I sure didn't see it on my initial viewing.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Maybe I have to rewatch this one more time and be like, oh, actually, it's okay.
I might have to. I might have to give it a fair shake.
Twist my arm, get a moment.
In the sci-fi movie Laser Blast, which was released earlier the same year,
Laser Blast.
Kim Milford blows up a billboard advertising Star Wars Episode 4 New Hope with a laser gun.
Nice.
Poetically, he and Mark Hamill, the star of the 1977 blockbuster, appeared together in this film. Morgan Upton plays the guy who Mark Hamill's Kenny accuses of stealing Vanessa's van. Morgan had voiced a stormtrooper in A New Hope the year before, which starred Mark Hamill as, of course, Luke Skywalker. Mm-hmm. Wayne's chain-wielding employee is shown reading a comic book while Kenny is locked up in the storeroom. The comic is actually the first issue of Marvel's Star Wars adaptation, so that's pretty cool. The 14th of August 1977 edition of the Los Angeles Times reports the production company filmed the regular Wednesday night procession of custom cars on Van Nuys Boulevard in the San Fernando Valley.
I think it says a lot about like almost a third of the strip. You have here also really back to Star Wars.
One of the customized Corvette Stingrays used in this film was discovered missing from the MGM studio lot on the 12th of September 1977. The stolen vehicle was recovered by police later the same day.
Pretty funny that the real life, a film about having a Corvette stolen, literally had to have the Corvette stolen. Pretty funny. Yeah. So, interesting little factoid about that.
According to an article in the September 7th, 1978 edition of the Los Angeles Herald Examiner, local car customizer Richard Corks built 2 copies of the Corvette for a total of $60,000, which in the 2020 money is $250,000.
Yeah, probably a good deal. That sounds like it did with me.
Ed tells Kenny he makes a lousy $15,000 a year. That amount equates to $70,810 gross in 2023, which could be lousy for a family of 4 with a mortgage and a car payment. Kenny gets a job paying $850 a week, which equates to $4,013 per week in 2023.
Oh, wow.
Which is $208,655 a year.
Yeah, that's pretty good money right there.
Kyle would probably do the car job, too.
Yeah, I'd do the car job for sure.
Although playing a newly graduated high school student, how old do you think Mark Hamill was when he was doing this movie?
My guess is 23.
He was nearly 26 years old.
26. He sold it well enough, I think. I mean, as much as any adult actor sells being a high school
student. Wouldn't this
student.
come out 78?
Yeah,
so
78.
He's pushing almost 80?
Yeah. Yeah, now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So.
Annie Potts revealed on Instagram that a poster for this film hangs on the set for the illegal backroom casino that her character Meemaw runs on young Sheldon. I can't take it anymore. Kyle, tell me your thoughts and feelings of Corvette Summer and ratings.
Corvette Summer is probably, and I feel like I'm being a little bit generous here, I feel like it's a 6 out of 10. You know, kind of a solid 3 out of 5 kind of movie, where it's like, it's not terrible, I don't think. I don't think it's really that bad, and I feel like, in fact, I might even like it a little bit. But it's not very good either. It's maybe 5 out of 10 is where everybody just stand on it, because like that sounds more reasonable. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Let's say 5 out of 10, where it's like it just goes over the cusp of just being like, yeah, I don't hate my time spent here. Yeah, I don't think it's a very good movie, really. It's one of those movies, like, if you're a big Corvette fan, that's probably worth watching, and if you're a Mark Hamill fan or a big Star Wars fan, it's kind of a weird a quirk of a movie. It's like, oh, I can't believe this really exists kind of thing. But in terms of like the film itself, it's relatively mediocre. It feels okay, but not great. Annie Potts is a pretty cool actress. I wish she was in more movies throughout her entire career, but unfortunately it seems like it's just like this, Ghostbusters, and the Young Sheldon show now. So kind of a I feel like a missed opportunity for a lot of actors and films there, where like Annie Potts could have had a much bigger career than she did. So kind of missed opportunity there. But overall, the film is not great, but not terrible, and I don't regret having watched it. It's kind of cool to have a little film history nugget in the back of my mind now that I can have forever, and I might rewatch it maybe at least once to see if it's better than I remember it already being after the first initial watching, or see if I appreciate it slightly more. But in general, I don't think my opinion is going to change that much. I think it's going to be just overall okay, and I'm going to leave it there. So, Jimbo, how do you feel about this film?
You really want to know how I feel, Kyle?
I think you're totally in your right to be brutally honest.
All right, I'm going to do something I haven't done on this podcast since I've done it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do it too. Oh, there we go. See, people either love this or hate this.
There goes my notes. What a waste of time. No, I'm not going to go that far. Yeah. I think Annie Potts did a great job in this movie. Mark Hamill's acting was just over the top, I guess, is what I'm looking for him.
Yeah.
It's not very good. For me, I'm going to give it a 4 out of a 10. Mm-hmm. That's just 2 for Mark Hamill and 2 for Annie Potts.
Yeah.
The plot is weak. You know what it reminded me of?
What?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure, when he's going to look for his bike, and the whole movie in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, you see his bike like he's in the car and it's going by him on a truck.
But it's like, what if we took Pee-wee Herman seriously the entire film?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Pee-wee Herman was probably a better movie.
It is. Pee-wee Herman is definitely a better movie. That's easy to say. Yeah.
The whole... I liked their chemistry together. I thought it was really well done. But there's just something about this movie that doesn't sit right.
It was like 1 or 2 drafts from being something that was really solid, and instead we got this kind of really, really weak story.
Yes, sure. It could have been. It could have been an okay movie.
Like if you sanded off a few of the rough edges here, you could have had something that was just like not great but solid.
Maybe if when he was taking the job as the thieves and he pulled out his lightsaber and just started hacking at people, maybe.
Yeah, something a little more gruesome there too.
It was very. It's not very good.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say. It's just not very good.
Yeah.
Is it worth a watch? maybe if you have nothing else better to do in your life, like go outside and dig for worms or something.
I would say I probably have more fun digging for worms than I would watching this film.
Right. I mean,
digging for worms, 6 out of 10.
Watch it at least once, but man, Kyle, I am sorry for putting you through that one. That was terrible. Very, very bad. So, I'd like to hear what people have to say about it. So write me in if you've ever seen this movie or you watch it and you want to give me please email thetragedyofcinema@gmail.com because I got to know if you like this movie or not.
Yeah. I like to know here too. If you feel like you want to defend this film in some reasonable way, I will totally hear you out, and I want to say it because I want to love films. I want to walk in. I want to feel like I love these films. I want to be there for them. I want to be a supporter of films. But this one feels pretty weak to me. Overall.
That's it, Kyle. We're doing this for our live show at Halloween. Because it's scary.
Every year from now on. That's it. It's our Lifetime movie now. We're going to watch this 1,000 times.
Maybe I'm being too hard on it, but I would like to get some other opinions on it. It's just, to me, we've covered a lot of movies in this podcast, Kyle, and to me, this might be the worst one that we have covered together. Mm-hmm. Would you agree?
Or we both kind of agree on that both of us are disappointed.
But would you say this is one of the worst ones we've ever covered on this podcast?
It's probably up there. Definitely one of the weakest films we've covered for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Worst is like putting someone far in the back.
The bad thing is, I wanted to like this movie. I really did because I was like, oh, let's watch it. Scott Mark Hamill. It can't be that bad.
How bad could it be? Kind of moment where it's like, well, it turns out.
We'll have to pull up Mark Hamill's
IMDb page.
Yes, I want to see what else he's been in because I gotta know. Is this his worst movie that he's made?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up right now, and we'll get to it just here in just a second. Mark Hamill, American actor, and IMDb page. Hey, he was in this little thing called Star Wars. Huh? How about that?
You just look at it, it's all like Star Wars.
He has 372 acting credits. Oh
yeah, but a lot of them are probably voice actors.
Yeah,
I would say.
Oh gosh, whoops, didn't mean that. I hit the back button by accident. Actor. Yeah, so a bunch of small, TV roles like that too. I'm trying to think of like the stuff he was actually in that was like a good. See all here. Got loaded up.
Is there something that just you can separate it by his movies?
Yeah, well, it blends in with movies and TV stuff, and all of his TV stuff is just like, hey, I'm Mark Hamill. Remember that time I was Star Wars? that's basically all he has as his acting career.
Well, I just don't want this to be his only movie other than Star Wars, and here I am bashing it to pieces.
Yeah, we'll have to find one, put it in notes later or something like that, too. Oh, that's right. He was in a Full Throttle, the Full Throttle game. That was really cool. Where Mark Hamill played that role. That was one of his early roles too. There was a remaster of that in 2017. But gosh, it is just TV roles from like everything from the 2010s up, and I'm still. Oh, he was in Kingsman for a scene. Yeah, Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Right, just scroll all the way down to like the 70s, and then you let me know because I don't think he became,
popular until after Star Wars anyway.
Yeah, well, and the Joker.
Yeah. Okay, I'm pulling it up now.
Or look right after Corvette Summer and Empire Strikes Back. There's got to be something right in there.
Yeah. Corvette Summer. Then we have, he was in Big Red 1 as Private Griff in the First Squad. Britannia Hospital. Let's pull up some stuff. Castle in the Sky. Oh, they Disneyed up with that movie. That's pretty cool. Slipstream, never seen that.
Slipstream.
Hooper Man. Night of the Eagles, Midnight Ride, Earth Angel, The Guyver, Black Magic Woman.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, looks like he has not appeared in many great films.
No,
but a lot of films.
Yeah, I'm sure his bank account's bigger than mine and yours will ever be. But
yes, combined,
probably from Corvette Summer alone,
probably 10 times over combined.
Hey, you know what? He got royalties off me and you for buying it too, so that's even funny.
He really did.
Oh well,
it is what it is.
So next time we record, I do believe it's Kyle's pick, and it is Romancing the Stone. Mm-hmm. I don't think Kyle's ever seen that one.
No, I haven't. So
I remember watching it a lot when I was a kid. So have you started watching it yet?
No, I have not started watching it, so I don't know what to expect. But I'm excited.
If you'd like to follow us, we are the Tragedy of Cinema on Facebook. If you want to reach out to us, don't forget if you've seen this movie or want to watch it and let us know, we are the Tragedy of Cinema at gmail.com. We will read it on the air. Go buy a Corvette.
Corvette.
With that being said, I think this episode's coming to close, and that's a wrap.
And cut. Or two.